Okay, round 2 of this. Welcome everyone, this is Chaos Hero. I'm just trying to see if I can get this to say the Stanley Parable and not Mass Effect. I might try this one more time if it doesn't do it right. Otherwise, I'm just gonna say whatever. Okay, so it says the Stanley Parable now. Alright, cool. Let's play. Oh, don't death load.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, we're gonna jump into it. Hello, Not So Toothless, and hello, Chrissy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm not complaining, but this game feels kind of slidey.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, I think I did that. Wait. Why does this guy only have a pencil sharpener? Man, this guy must have the easiest job in the world. Got Timmy Turner's dad over here.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, I'm still gonna touch stuff. Huh. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The ultimate choice. Do I listen or do I rebel? Whatever, doesn't matter.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I just noticed this, but if I press A on air, it sounds like I'm typing. I just got an achievement that says you can't jump because I was smashing A. And I just got an achievement for getting my first achievement.
You Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
The step-down lounge is nice, except there's no couch down here.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Don't forget the vending machine. I'm thirsty.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
I'm standing in a room.
This is why everyone left.
You're gonna mock me for standing. You can't loiter. Whatever.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No, can't go back. Okay. Do I listen now? Or do I rebel again?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
A4. No fence over here. I should stay away from that. The game's too floaty.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
What? Really?
Something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I mean, I'm basically... I'm doing it wrong the whole
Perhaps you
time.
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Did you take the exit? Which would he say? Did he see red or blue? I think he said blue.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
You know, this door looks super fancy now. And he looks like he took all the other doors.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Good.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill
trees? Give me the Halo Warthog.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
I can't.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
He took the handle. He does not want me to leave. Okay, so he gave me a new door. But I can't listen to him even though he gave me a new door. So I just go through the same door.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I don't know. 3, because there's 3 doors.
Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next
gave me
time
3
we can
options.
get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes?
No.
Wonderful. Here,
There was
based
3
on the
doors,
data
3's a fair
from our
option.
previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
I don't know. Looks. How do I rank? Good old Neil, Skid, Nico Nacho. Did you know that 23 players skipped to the third sequence? Only the worst 3% chose the blue door. There I am, last. So, let's try this one now.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Well, I couldn't do any worse, so kind of. I literally couldn't do any worse.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it
Is
up.
it 3 doors again?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Goodbye, baby.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Whoa.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our
I have no idea.
What is our motivation?
This is
Well, it
this is
seems
Firewatch?
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower. Perhaps for some sort of twisted
I've seen this game, I've never played.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Alright. I've kind of wanted to visit a Firewatch tower, but I have no idea where they are. Is Firewatch any good, Not So Toothless? I might consider playing. That's very good? Okay, I'll think about it.
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What? What can't be?
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What do you mean block? What?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing.
The world?
Big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
What the...
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could
I
get
can
lost
duck.
here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Okay.
So what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown
That's the
together.
game, Rocket League.
Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
I need a car. Pretty sure. I've never played, but I'm pretty sure I need a car. Oh, am I going faster?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my
Yes.
miserable... Hold on. What
Oh,
are
hey.
you doing?
I broke it.
Stanley, don't
Awesome.
do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
I can try. Oh, falling again. Well, I found the true story. Oh, yeah, I've heard of this, but apparently there was a beta to the Stanley Parable, and I think this is like the beta of it. $427. That makes sense then. I wasn't even trying. I just saw the goal thing open, so I thought I could jump in. We've made it. Alright, let's get out of here. Oh,
I wonder what he
Cut to black.
found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll
3 out of 5.
understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
not if you keep
I
talking.
can wait.
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end. And we're back. Oh, I wonder if I can just... Is it... Oh, hey.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Oh.
What if he had to make a
Yes.
decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Well, that's one way to break the game. Okay, so just staying here isn't an answer. Or it is, but it's a
All of his
boring one.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Was that
simply
lamp
missed
there
a
last
memo.
time?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Like, I'm convinced that lamp wasn't here last time. He just had the pencil sharpener. Look up. I don't see anything. Am I missing something? Okay. I have input. Oh, okay. The lamp was always there.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, so I went right last time. Do I go left now? Nah.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
What does that cup say? Does it say fuel?
Yes,
Yeah, it's fuel.
really. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'll take this door now.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
But this looks better.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay.
No. not
Which one
the
of us
right.
is lost?
Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Take your time. Got nowhere else to be.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Are you sure? Take your time.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Look away.
Okay.
Look away.
okay,
Spoilers.
okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely
down there?
unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
How come you get to pick when we restart?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No,
Okay.
no, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right
Did
here
you?
just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Well, now I don't know what to pick. It might not matter. Oh. I walked in a circle.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there
Uh,
definitely was a
second for
story
me.
here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
And I walked in a circle
Well,
again.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I will shut off every computer I find.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be
Now there's
remembering
no
this
choice.
wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
All right, open the door.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No,
Aren't you
wait,
supposed to
never
narr-
mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
How is there supposed to be a story if we're just walking? Aren't you supposed to narrate it?
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley?
How
Do you
am I
know
supposed
what?
to know?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Yes!
Congratulations!
Victory!
I know you put
Totally
in a lot
earned.
of hard work, and it really paid off. So, good job. Oh, no. No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square,
Rude.
and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Here we go again. You've drawn a path for me.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just
like a
follow the
toddler.
line. How simple is that?
Why was just follow the line trademarked?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Trademarked. I think just line itself is trademarked, which is weird.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it
Yeah.
another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life
I think
itself?
you're affecting the
Whoa,
line.
whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yes.
cut the music. Go back
What?
and look at that fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want
Readings
to
for
miss anything.
nerds.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
Uh-huh.
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Let's go see if the doors are there.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Doubtful. Oh, someone spilled. I forgot to shut you off. And you, apparently. Though I swear I did. Oh, here we are.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this
This
to
time
us?
it's not even
And
my
after
fault.
we trusted you. After everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Alright, sure. Lead the way.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
We're breaking the physics of this.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I mean, I guess, but am I technically following the line? Oh, it's gone. Whatever.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I want to use the door on the left now. Just because you said right. Whatever. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes
Wander
blank
blackness,
simply
find a
because it's
bookstore,
written here on
get
this-
bored and
this
leave. Narrator
thin
restarts the game.
Wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean...
I think you broke
did
it.
we do it? Did we break the cycle? The,
I think it's mad at
whatever it
you.
is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will
gotta get
someone
out of here.
come for us? Will something happen? So...
Like, seriously, we should go.
Okay.
This is bad.
I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
Uh-oh. They found us. I think he forgot.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his... Stanley went around touching every little thing and... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click
There's
it
an
all
achievement?
5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No.
I'll do it 100.
I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
I'll go the distance.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417, 417, 417, 417, 417, 417, 417, 417. Where is it? Where are you? There you are.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437. We can do this. Where's 437? 6. 1, 2, 6.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
I'm on it.
Now, back to door number 437.
Going.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine. All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
God, I hope so. It's better be worth it.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How do I climb? There we go. Did I make it? Stanley, jump.
Yes!
Come on.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
416.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
Okay. Is there only one copy machine in this place?
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 43. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Who brought the line back? That's the adventure line. Who brought it back?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, I guess I'll go this way now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go out to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let it ball up inside you. Take out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers for not supporting you more. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header. This product will ensure a calm work environment. Everyone is unique. You most of all. That one actually is inspiring. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Rip Franz. How do I get promoted to whiteboard manager?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track. There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Okay, now I'm gonna stay here to spite you.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
Hey, if they can make a song about a closet, I can stand in one.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Yep.
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Can I have that wrench?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If
The choice was the closet.
Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
No, I'm gonna stay here a little longer.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path. Maybe
Yes.
when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
Yes, I will be posting to my friends that I did get the broom closet ending.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got
just
the job
hates me
because
right
of a
now.
family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
He just hates me right now for standing here.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here when a physical
Chrissy,
malady
I'm
of
dead.
some sort shut down
Sunflowers.
your central nervous system and you collapsed in front of your screen. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay, I think that's the end of it.
Second player, it's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
Oh, I can try.
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Alright, fine, I'll play.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Well, you can't keep giving me choices. I keep wanting to refuse you.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
Am I walking in circles?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why
That's
did
normal.
doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for
Respect.
that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply
did notice that.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought
I
to
might be
himself,
crazy.
I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have
can't
to
go
go
upstairs.
back to my boring real-life job
You're way
pushing
too far
buttons.
behind,
I
Chrissy.
may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh,
Then
I'm floating.
he imagined
I gotta fix the
himself
doors.
soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so
Oh.
much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing
pretty
itself
normal.
being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming.
Does no one
about
else
a
have this
voice
narrator in their head?
describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake
Uh-oh,
up.
flying blind.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world
I feel like I'm
outside
just
this
walking into a
one.
wall right now.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please.
No.
It's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
I'm
All
married?
I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Doubtful. Yeah, I was flying blind there.
Stanley began screaming.
There's no stairs here.
Someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone
Uh-oh.
hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay. Stanley broke.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Uh-oh.
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon
Poor
turn
Stanley.
to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she
Do they?
thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Weren't you supposed to call the ambulance? Well, I guess Stanley's dead anyway, so...